Hey, Planeswalkers, welcome to an interesting one here today for Top Deck, a 5-color Kami War deck. This one is the number 2 deck right now in the June season by Polypo86. Excited to share this one here with you on today's episode. So flip me a like, smash subscribe, stay around for a while because we've got a ton of stuff here on the channel as always. Now, we will break the strategy objective of this list down. We'll cover your boarding for best of 3. We'll play competitive best of 1 and best of 3 standard here for you today with this deck. Super jacked about playing this. Really unique, a lot of fun. It is expensive in terms of some of the craft. I definitely crafted it, so we'll let you know how it goes. Now, that's why I do these. With that, Planeswalkers, thank you for all that support as always. If you have questions or comments throughout today's episode, please surely feel free to let me know. Give me that feedback. Love to hear it. And you can hop in the Discord server. Other great ways to stay connected. Let's get moving though, because you're here to check out the 5-color Kami War deck. So how's this deck work? First off, it is 5 colors. Yes, we have a great plethora of lands. Getting the tri-lands in there really helps us with the new set here for the Streets of New Capenna. Biggest things are it's not doing anything until turn 2. You get a little bit of ramp here with Azuzas. You get a little bit of ramp with Courier's Briefcase. Biggest things at 3, you're also getting more ramp with the Celestis and Azika and Fable. So very interesting there. But the biggest pieces about this is that these are also potentially helping you get other land types or colors to ultimately get to where you need to later in the game. So biggest pieces here, I love seeing buying the old gods back in here. We also have burning down the house with the wipes. We have a very cool card that probably hasn't been played a ton, but I really like this one. It works well in this enchantment deck. Spirit Sister's Call. So at the beginning of your end step, choose target permanent card in your graveyard. You may sacrifice a permanent that shares a card type with the chosen card. If you do, return the chosen card from your graveyard to the battlefield. It gains if this permanent would leave the battlefield, exile it instead of putting it anywhere else. So very powerful in terms of things that you can do. You can sack some of these out towards the end, pull something else back in. Those kinds of things are very important. Same thing with creatures. You can drop some of your creatures, pull those things back in. The other piece here is you can sack the 1/1 white token creature, pull in one of these from your graveyard as well, or this guy from your graveyard as well, or this one, which is very important to remember. So a really cool little trick. Now we got Battle of the Frostfire here as well. This card is awesome. Used to be around a little bit more in the meta back in Kaldheim and into the next one, but we haven't been seeing it a lot. A lot of it's been replaced by Burn Down the House. Now this thing gives us a lot of value over time versus this is kind of a one and done. So those are some key pieces to keep attention to. This deck is all about the Kami of War. So what is this card? It is a 5-color enchantment. You get to exile target non-land permanent an opponent controls, turn up to 1 other target non-land permanent to its owner's hand, then each opponent discards a card. And then last but not least, you're going to pop this back in and get this Dragon Spirit that is a nasty 6/6 flying trampling dragon. And is all colors. Now, whenever it attacks, defending player chooses a non-land card in your graveyard, return that card to your hand, and then this guy gets +X+0 until end of turn, where X is the mana value of that card. So powerful. There is so much to that. And then also we got Titan of Industry here, where we got Reach, we got Trample, a 7/7. When it enters the battlefield, choose to destroy target artifact or enchantment. Target player gains 5 life, create a 4/4 Rhino Warrior, or put a shield counter on a creature you control. There is so much going on in this deck. It is absolutely bonkers. So much value at the top end of the game, making it a late game deck. Absolutely late game deck. So with that, Planeswalkers, we broke down Kami War, kind of the key things to pay attention to, what Kami does, and makes a really sweet dragon. Excited about this deck. So that is the main board strategy objective of it. Let's go talk about your sideboarding for best of 3. We break this down in 3 ways: aggro, midrange, and late game as always. So key decks that you might hit in aggro, we got mono red aggro. We also have mono white. We got Boros burn in here. Also, you might run into mono black aggro. I've seen those. Yes, I have. And then additionally, we do get some of the human decks, the rune decks, those kinds of things. Now that starts to get us into mid-range, But here in aggro, things to pay attention to: Rave Enfeeblement, additionally Burning Hands, Infernal Grasp to take creatures off, and again, you got Burning Hands. So again, you might hit mono white or mono green aggro as well. It's a good one to throw in there. Next, in the mid-range space, we start to hit Naya Ruins. We got Esper mid-range. Also, you got Jund mid-range in there. And then additionally, again, Boros Burn can kind of operate and pivot between two at times, depending on what it is, but certainly a nice pace. Oh, Orzhov Angels, also again, bridge between aggro and mid-range. Here, again, similar style in terms of what you want to pay attention to. Now, you might want to consider something like a Duress or negates or disdainful strokes, depending on if you want some of that counter magic in there. Then late game, we pivot to Esper control, we pivot to mono black control, Jeskai control, Hinata, those decks, Grixis, we also got Izzet control in there, and Orzhov. Now here, my friends, and I just did that Orzhov aggro list, so I'll remember that for aggro. Here you're really going to start to focus on disdainful stroke, negates, also the duresses, and totally rip a ton of things out. You have to really protect your hand against those control lists with this deck. That is going to be the big key for you, and making sure that you don't give up that board value and those kinds of things. So that is it in terms of strategy objective of this list. In terms of late game, also what Kami does and everything else that you need to do there, and also breaking down your boarding for aggro, mid-range, and late game there for your best of 3 lineups. And again, this is the number 2 deck by Polypo86. Excited to go bring this forward now and play some competitive Magic. We will go play this in best of 1. I'm really looking forward to it, and taking this one in and out for a spin. Standard ranked, number 2. Let's go, Planeswalkers. Let us go. Banco. So interesting list. We don't have any of the red or the green, so that's going to hurt us there. We do get access to this. We also get this. Could be considered probably slow, not the best keep as well, because we don't have anything to take some of these things out. I'm going to actually mulligan. Here we go. Now we'll keep this. I'm going to drop this one. So now here, the biggest piece that we have access to is Binding of the Old Gods, which is going to be big for us. Now we do have Frost and Fire, if we can get there. We'll see. It's going to be tight, mainly because we were not first here. We don't have enough there. So in this case, they're going to get us. But in this case, in the future, what you want to run in this one is the direct kill spells for your boarding for best of 3. They got us. A little slow. We didn't get any other ramp. We did take the mulligan there. Didn't really matter much. This was definitely the better hand of the 2. We gave it a try for best of 1. It's going to be fast. Again, pulling in, if you do want to play this for best of 1, and playing more of those direct kills and burn spells are going to be a lot more important for you in terms of survivability. Once you get over that kind of initial hump, you're going to be able to do much better and certainly command the board. And as you move into late game, there's not much your opponents are going to be able to do against you when you start slamming those things. All right, here we go. Juggle guy. So even if we were first, if we would have been first, we would have survived. All right, so we'll keep this one. Don't have the blue though. We'll get it here. Ooh, so we need this. It's only gonna give us 2. We need this. So that next turn we can drop Battle of Frost and Fire. Or burn down the house. Ooh. Now we have that. There we go. Now, again, it's all aggro, though. Ooh. Oh. We tried. We tried. Oh. All right. Third match. A little too fast, but I'm not surprised. I was expecting that, to be honest. Best of 3 can pivot, so. Penetronic. Now we got Kami. We don't have double green, green, green. You know what? I'm going to keep it. So we'll see how it goes. We'll end up 1 short. Ooh. Right. Let's grab this. Oof. That hurts. That hurts big time. We needed to survive that. That's big. So what do we need? A blue? Let's drop another blue there. There we are. What do we need here?
what happens. My power is for annihilation.
Scry 3. Let's do this. This is good because we can draw 3 if we need it. Yeah, let's do that actually. Fine.
A pity our time is over.
One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We had 5. That is going to be a problem. So we can get rid of Kiki Jiki. I'm going to exile it though. And then let's do this. Do another one. Discard. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have enough there. Let's discard. Keep that. Get rid of that for now. Ugh. The 3 is good. This combo is good too. As long as they don't have direct damage. There we go. At 1. All right, so let's gain 5 life and create a token. So now whenever we attack, we can pull one of these things back, which is going to be really nice. We got to get Kiki on. We can get Titan of Industry in. We're good. Oh, we came back. Super fun. Very, very fun. Absolute powerhouse, too. All right. Very nice. Ooh. On to our best of 3 now. So we did pull off a best of 1 win, which is great. Standard ranked. Here we go. 5 color Kami. Oh, that was sweet. A lot of stuff that you can get going at that top end. Once I think it's going, we could have put a counter on it. We would have swung for 17 damage next turn. Got Beef Boss here. All right, Beef Boss. Big up leveling against Diamond too for best of 3. Should be pretty fun. This is not a great start for us. I might keep it though. Is it control? Let's do this. What do we want to do? Let's get our own guy here. Have everything on the board. It's too bad. Let's drop that one. They might have a slip. Take that off. We're short for Kami right now. Here we go. This is even better. Back red. Let's grab that. Four. Let's go with white. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Should add another green, actually. That would have been the smarter play. That's okay. They need those targets. That's why they kept that. Now they could have done some stuff on upkeep there. Is it enough? We'll find out. They might have a counter. There it is. Another one? Two of them? Ah. Super unlucky. Super unlucky. Oh, two of them. Brutal. If we would have got that on the board, we would have been just fine though. So what do we want to run? This guy will rip through those. These will rip through those. We're gonna want to run these. Duresses are real nice as well. We can drop Azuzas. These are okay. This is nice. I'm gonna get rid of that one. 4 more. These are helpful. Hang on to those. Drop this one for now. Battle of Frost and Fire can go down 1. It is still a good card that we'll need. Go 1 on each of those. All right. Let's see if we can pull it off. We don't have a ton of stuff off the bats, but try it. Oh. The slip. The slip. Wow. Look at that. That's something. I'll take that one off first. One, two, three, four, 5, 6. Ugh. Hinata's missing. He can hit that. Get rid of that first. Do we get it? So unlucky. It is so unlucky. Good news is we get our friend on here. They had one. We are done. Unfortunate there, my friends. Very, very unfortunate, but we did have a lot of fun with the deck today. They had enough counter to hold us off. We couldn't get any of our counter to counter their counter, and they were able to get our 7-7. If they wouldn't have got that, it would have been a totally different game. But it is what it is, and how Magic goes. So, very cool deck, though. Definitely glad I crafted it. Certainly a fun and interesting one here for the streets of New Capenna. Really, really enjoyed it. Very slow, though. So you just got to keep that in mind. Again, we talked about what you can flip in the Infernal Grasp, Burning Hands, those kinds of things, Raven Enfeeblements, to really shore up the early game. Hinata deck, given this one a little bit of problem, it just gets up there too fast, and we just weren't able to play around it the way that we wanted to. They had everything they needed every time. They had an answer, but that is Magic as always. So best of one, we went 1 and 2. So we did take one down. We did get a lot of the cool stuff going on with Kami. And then we did go 0 and 2 against the Hinata deck, unfortunately. So very, very fun nonetheless. Really, really enjoyed this one. Again, the number 2 deck by our friend here, Pulipo86. Congratulations on getting to number 2 in this meta with this deck as well. So really enjoyed it. Planeswalkers, hope you had fun in today's Top Deck episode. Flip me a like, smash subscribe, stay around for a while. We'll see you again soon. As always, because we got a ton of stuff here. Questions, comments, feedback, let me know. I love to hear from you always. Feel free to hop in the Discord server. And last but not least, appreciate your support and great ways to stay up to date on all things here on the channel and stay connected. All right, Planeswalkers, until next time, you stay safe, you take care. We'll see you again soon. Mythras out.